Hi, this video is going to be about the figure skating season for those who want to get into figure skating. The figure skating season starts in fall and ends in spring, obviously, because it's a winter sport, so it makes more sense. And the season is divided into two parts. The Grand Prix Series, October to December, and the Championships, January to April. The Grand Prix Series consists of total of 7 events: Skate America, Skate Canada, Cup of China, NHK Trophy, International de France, and Rostelecom Cup. And the 7th final event is the Grand Prix Final. All the best skaters in the world, based on their previous achievements, are assigned 1 to 2 out of the 6 events in the Grand Prix series. And then those who have the best results throughout the season are going to compete in the Grand Prix final, which is scheduled for December. So if someone's a 2021 Grand Prix champion, that means they won the Grand Prix final in December of 2020, because it's the 2020-2021 season. Don't be confused by that. The Grand Prix final concludes the first half of the season. Although this year there won't be a Cup of China, it's cancelled due to reasons, and replaced with a Grand Prix of Italy. Then New Year's come, and then it's the second half of the season, which consists of 3, technically 4 competitions: the European Championship, or the Four Continents Championship, the World Championship, and the World Team Trophy. The European Championship is for the best of European skaters, and it is happening in January. The Four Continents Championship is the same thing for the best among American, Asian, African, and Australian skaters, although only 2 African countries are members of the International Skating Union, Morocco and South Africa. And the Four Continents Championships happen, it's scheduled for February. So if you're skating for, let's say, France, you can't compete at the Four Continents Championship. And if you're skating for Japan, you can't skate at the European Championships. Those are the same, it's the same level of championship, but for different continents. And then there's the World Championship, reserved for the best of the best among all of them, which is happening in March, and that's the biggest event of the season. The event that concludes the season in April is the World Team Trophy, where national teams of 6 countries with the best results of the season compete, and those are usually US, Canada, Japan, China, Russia, and France. So basically, the 6 countries that host the Grand Prix series. This event is kind of a gala event. No one really takes it that seriously. There are gags, jokes. It's just a fun event to watch and unwind at the end of the season. So, why is the 2021-2022 season so special? Because of the Olympics. The Winter Olympics is scheduled for February, and it is happening in China. However, the problem is the Four Continents Championship, which was also supposed to happen in China, is cancelled as well, because reasons. So Cup of China of the Grand Prix series is cancelled and replaced with an event in Italy, and the Four Continents Championship has just been cancelled. So it might still happen somewhere else, we'll see. But if they cancel the Olympics, they can't really relocate the whole Winter Olympics. They can either postpone it, like what Japan did last year with Summer Olympics, or cancel it altogether. The Olympic season is especially popular in the figure skating fandom this year, because it's a question of who's gonna go, who's gonna compete, especially if you're a fan of Russian figure skating, because there are a bunch of ladies right now who have their eyes set on that Olympic spot, because Russia only gets 3 spots at the Olympics, so it's a tight race, and the next Olympics will be the first one where we'll watch a lady do a quadruple jump. But I'm hoping to talk about jumps in a separate video, so I'll leave it at that. Now, if you're a good skater, but not the best of the best, what do? Do you just sit at home and watch the season on television the whole year? Of course not. There is also the Challenger Series organized by the International Skating Union, and countries usually send their skaters to these smaller events. Big skaters also compete at some of these, but this series is supposed to be a chance for the smaller skaters to shine and who knows, maybe even progress to a bigger event if they're good enough. So everyone gets a chance. It's not like you're done forever if you're not the best of the best. You still have a chance to compete. So I will be watching the Grand Prix this season, all the Grand Prix events, and I'm hoping to cover them in videos. And of course the World Championship, European, all of that. I'll try to watch some of the Challenger series, but it's kind of hard to do that because there's a lot of them, and I usually just would watch the best skaters, the 3 winning spots, because there's a lot of events, and everyone has things to do in life. You can't possibly cover it all unless you're like doing it professionally or something. But yeah, if you want to get into figure skating, I recommend following the Grand Prix series, starting with Skate America in October. If you want to start right now, you can watch the Russian test skates that just happened a couple days ago, and of the Challenger series, there was the Lombardia Trophy in Italy. And then if you want to watch something right now, you have the Autumn Classic International. It's the Challenger series that's happening in Canada right now. So you can watch that. You can find all the information about the upcoming events on the ISU, being the International Skating Union website. ISU is the organization that's behind all of the biggest events in the figure skating world. That's pretty much it. Thank you.